confidence. With us is Christopher Granville, Managing Editor of Trusted Sources, an analytical emerging market service. Christopher, you say that, but we've actually seen the MICEX decline by about 1 percentage point, and perhaps given that certainty that Putin is very likely to be Russia's next president, we'd have expected a little bit of a blip there, a higher rating.
Well, all this year, while we've been waiting, what seems like interminably, for this big political news out of Russia, I've been thinking that once the political uncertainty is removed, that will give a short-term boost to Russian markets, particularly Russian equity market. Well, now, as it happens, the big news has come, but coincides with a massive global panic.
Sure.
So no Russian driver is going to be able to withstand these huge headwinds. And the other point, I think, is that of the two possible outcomes, either Medvedev stays as president or Putin comes back as president, the Medvedev option would have been more market-friendly. And I was thinking that even in normal market conditions, the Putin option, which we now know is going to happen, would probably give investors a little bit of pause. Then, on balance, removal of uncertainty, stability, no conflict at the top would give the market a fillip. Well, as it happens, I think that the pause is going to just contribute to the negative. You just said the benchmark index in Moscow heading down again this morning off an already massive massacre last week. When we get any abatement in global risk aversion, then the political visibility factor will, I think, kick in and give Russia a boost on the rebound.
Looking at the way forward and Putin in charge, one of the great things that Medvedev set out is that he would do is get away from Russia's dependence on oil and try to diversify the economy. He's really not made as much headway as many, certainly international investors, would have liked. Now, how much of a drag will this be on the future of Russia going forward, with the oil price still around 85?
I think the difference between Putin and Medvedev, and why, in my opinion, Medvedev to continue as president would have been a better option for Russian markets, is not so much any difference in policy. They are both committed to the same things, which is, above all, improving the investment climate. And that's really what we mean when we talk about reducing oil dependency, getting broad-based investment in the rest of the Russian economy. The difference is rather simply the natural benefits of political rotation. You know, when you replace a long-serving leader with a new face, you get freshness, you get new political capital, you can discard all the negative baggage of the past, which always accrues.
But he's still incredibly popular, isn't he, with the Russian people? I mean, you know, I think we've got some pictures coming up just to show him. He still loves to portray himself as that real action man, and that's going down extremely well. Here he is playing ice hockey. Christopher,
I thought you were going to show him on his Harley-Davidson motorbike.
Well, he's climbing a wall there, but we're going to show the Harley-Davidson in a minute. But, you know, he has got tremendous public appeal. Sure. There he is, there's the Harley.
Well, exactly. His time in power in Russia coincides with the restoration of stability after the collapse of communism and, above all, the recovery in living standards. Now, he has also contributed to that positive outcome by a number of good policy choices, always where he's made mistakes as well. So I'm not saying he's just lucky, but nevertheless, for all these reasons, his popularity, as you correctly state, is well entrenched. So this denotes stability and legitimacy, but we just lack that rotation and freshness.
Granville, we are right out of time, 20 seconds. The ruble is at its lowest level since 2009. Where's that headed?
Well, it's allowed to float freely. The central bank is allowing the external shock to come into the exchange rate. Actually, that's extremely good news in the long run.
OK, Christopher Granville, really good to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed for coming in to talk to us here on The Move today.